What's going on, Trader family? I hope you guys enjoy this video. So, what we're going to be going over now is the last video I put was about prepping for the pound labor data, right? Now, I just want to go over, how you could have taken advantage of this, what happened, right? And just like hopefully help you learn to trade economic data moving forward, right? So you can get an idea of what I look for with my private community live. This is what we take advantage of opportunities just like this, just looking for clear opportunities. We don't want to trade data that comes out mixed. We don't want to trade data that comes out as expected. We want data to give us an edge in the market so that we are able to capitalize on the best opportunities. We don't want our trading to be hard. Like we want to take advantage of the easiest opportunities in the markets so we can make money the easy way. All right. So this is how we be consistently profitable from a longer term, like, a long time perspective is by focusing on opportunities in the markets. And then if we lose, because losing is a part of the game, but it's very rare that it happens. But what I really like about trading this way is that you understand why you won and you understand why did you lose. You're going to understand why. And I think that's going to be the big picture here. And hopefully this actually helps you guys moving forward. So what we had, right, the UK data, and this is just the market update tab, in the Discord. This is how I like to update all our members and give them trade ideas with videos, etc. Right, and right here, this little screen in the back is the live feed, so that everybody's able to watch, the data when it comes out, and Bloomberg and news headlines in the back from Reuters. So what we had over London session was climate count change, and we also had unemployment and employment change and weekly and we had earnings, right? So if you look at the numbers, I like the color coordination, right? When the data comes out, it gives you the color, so it tells you the direction the markets should go, right? But obviously you have to understand that first. So with this data, I wanted to take advantage of a weaker pound currency. I wanted to, right? So it kind of was a dud to me. This event is kind of like a reason why it took longer for the moves to happen. But as we can see, unemployment rate did come out lower. So that shows it came out actually at 4%, and it came out below the low. And this is important, right? Because if you're just looking at Forex Factory, you're only going to get the forecast, the previous, and the actual. But seeing it go out below the low, this is lower than the actual expectations of banks, right? They give their forecast expectations of where they think data is going to go. And this is more of the outlier. This is what really surprises the markets. So the fact that this came out at 4%, this shows that there's a strong labor market, that there are more people still working, right? More people are keeping their jobs. Less people filed for unemployment. That's how you want to word it. And then if we look at earnings is one of the main focuses as well, because this is more of an inflationary event. So if we look at earnings, right, the more people make money, right, if their earnings increases, that contributes to higher inflation. So if we see this type of print, you got to ask yourself, okay, what would the Bank of England do looking at this print for the next rate decision? Are they going to cut rates, right? Or they're going to most likely keep rates the same. Looking at this higher print, this is why we saw a stronger pound throughout London session, right? So once we saw the print, it's not just waiting, like just enter right off the bat. First, you wait for the print. Then you have your areas of interest marked off. It doesn't matter about what type of technicals you use. I like basic breaks of structure, breaks of resistance, of support. I want to see price prove to me that it wants to go in a direction and why. So this is the area of interest. And then obviously we're going to be following the green arrow after the data comes out, right? So this is the currency monitor that we want to monitor for strength to happen. But when this data happened, we didn't see pound strength right away. We saw that probably about a few hours after the data print. And I had an expectation that that was going to happen because the next step for the Bank of England should be potential rate cuts. And I think the markets are waiting for those opportunities to happen, right? So this is why I would have preferred to take advantage of a weaker print, but we just didn't get that opportunity. All right. So what we want to look at now is this is the opportunity. But for regardless, I feel like following the data is sticking with your bias. And this is why when we come back, this was like a video that I did showing, and this was the trade ideas also that I give them as London Open. I do an actual trade idea, but then this is where we saw that the pound started gaining strength throughout the rest of London. And this is where it was like you should have had your entries once it started breaking structure. Euro pound was pushing lower. We see that GBP NZD was pushing higher, GJ is higher, GBP USD is higher, GBP AUD is higher. So this is what you want for those opportunities to come out in your favor. Okay. So for this event, we did have a stronger pound, right? And I don't think I have it here, but let me. No, no, I don't. All right. So for this event, you could just see that seeing pound strength continue after London session. So when you get these opportunities, this is what we focus on. So we saw the pound was continuously gaining strength after this actual decision. And what we're going to focus on after that was the CAD CPI. So hopefully this video helps you guys now. By now tomorrow, what we're going to be focusing on London session is going to be UK CPI data. So I want to see a lower print from this. Like I explained in the video before, I want to see a lower print. I think that would be the best opportunity for a really good trade. But if it does come out higher, we should still see a stronger pound overall. But I expect this event to be very exciting for us to trade. That could lead to some really good tradable opportunities. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask in the comment section or hit me up on IG.